It's not a safe queen, it's a shooter, but it's as beautiful as a safe queen. I've been waiting for this gun for a year. Now, if you think you know what it is because you've been watching my channel, let me just say, first of all, that it has real wood grips. So think again. Now, it also has those beautiful, authentic Colt single action Army lines, correct geometry. It doesn't have a hammer spur that's a little bit longer, and a stretched out frame here and bulky and front heavy, so you know it's not a Ruger Vaquero. But the retail price on this is about the same as a Ruger Vaquero. So it's not a real Colt single action Army. Ironically, and I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback on this, I think it's built better than a real Colt single action Army. Now, the action from the factory is very light for a stock gun. So that tells you it's not a U-birdie. It's got a smooth action, not a heavy action. Now, the screws aren't timed. Okay, we look on this side. The screws are not timed. You know what that means? That means when the screw is tightened, that the slots are all matching the angle, the direction, or the slot in the screw would be, I think it would be dead level, and they would all be equal. So the screws are not timed. So that tells you that it's not an overpriced standard manufacturing single action revolver, because they time their screws. So the more important question though is, why would you care if the screws are timed? I don't. I mean, unless you're a mental patient or something and you got ADD or OCD, unless you got OCD, why would you care if the screws are timed? I don't. It's stupid, you know. Especially when standard manufacturing goes to the trouble to time the screws here for looks, but the really important screw, which is the screw that goes into the ejection housing, goes directly into the barrel on a standard manufacturing revolver, just like a cheap U-birdie, just like the early first generation Colts, and Colt recognized that as a defect and corrected it way back in the 1870s, late 1870s, early 1880s. They put a lug in there. Colt figured out that wasn't working, put a lug in there. And this gun has the lug. U-birdie and standard manufacturing don't have the lug. They screw the ejection housing right into the barrel. And on a 45 caliber revolver, there's not enough metal to put that screw, if you put it directly into the barrel, more than about one turn. And with enough shots, it will fail. It will strip out, the ejection housing will fall out on the ground. This has happened to me with a U-birdie, you know. So it's not a standard manufacturing. It's not a U-birdie. It's not a Colt. It's not a Ruger Vaquero, obviously. So what is it? Well, the model name is the Deluxe Grand Californian, and it is a Pieta Great Western 2. So it is a Pieta Great Western 2, but it has wood grips. And almost all of those come with plastic grips. And I've said in the past, I don't like the plastic grips. They don't feel right, that, you know, they're just not right. And but this deluxe model comes with real wood grips. It's got deep checkering in the wood, and the actual purchase on this gun is really excellent, especially compared to any kind of plastic. So I'm very happy with the grips, very happy with the overall look. It has, it's also deluxe in the feature that the finishes are really nice. It's got a beautiful color case hardened frame and blued cylinder and barrel with engraving, and it's just a really beautiful gun. The fit and finish, you know, people going, well, standard manufacturing has the best fit and finish, and that's baloney compared to this. The fit and finish on this is as good as any gun I've ever seen. So if you're interested in getting a deluxe, high quality, single action revolver with excellent fit and finish, with real wood grips, and is also a good shooter, it comes from the factory with a very nice light action, I recommend the Pieta Great Western 2 Deluxe Grand Californian. These weren't available for a long time. I had to wait for over a year. but they are available now. So of course I can't tell you where to get that. That's up to you. You know, if you're not stupid, you can figure out where to get one of these and have it shipped to your FFL or whatever. But I'm very happy with this gun, and haven't shot it yet, so that's coming up. We're gonna shoot it, and later on this late into the fall, early winter, I'm gonna do some magic on this, and it's going to be transformed into a race version of itself, and I'm gonna call this the ultimate race project, because I'm going to combine all the features on the other race guns that I have. I don't have any gun that has all these features, but I have several guns that have these different features, and it will have 2 additional features that even Bob Munden race guns didn't have. It'll have a 2-ounce lead weight in the grip that will make it rock out of the holster more naturally, and it will have an adjustable set screw on the front strap that will allow me to adjust the mainspring power on the range with nothing but a screwdriver. I don't have to take anything apart, just take a screwdriver, turn that screw. I can make the hammer spring power heavier or lighter. It's a really neat thing to have in a race gun. And so anyway, that's the project coming up this fall, and you will not see that here, of course. It will be elsewhere, but I'm going to do that. And so anyway, looking forward to working with this gun and shooting it, and I'll see you on the next video.